Hi and welcome on this channel that is devoted to metrology and measurement. I started recording this video almost for fun, and I started with some video in Italian since I'm Italian. I live in Italy and I work here in Italy. Strangely enough, these videos had raised some kind of interest, so I thought to record them also in English to try to reach a wider audience. So why metrology, why measurement? Think of it, everything we do is related or is somehow affected by measurement. We go to a supermarket to buy food, and we pay according to some measurement of mass or volume or whatever. We trust the food we eat, that is probably not poisoning us, not too much at least, and we trust it because we assume that it has been measured, the quality has been measured. We put fuel in our car and we pay according to the quantity measured by the fuel pump. We run any kind of medical test and the doctor decides if we are healthy or not according to some blood test or any other kind of test that they run on us. Sometimes they treat us like guinea pigs, but as a matter of fact, they decide if we need some medicine or not according to some measurement results. And those medicines are good or not according to some measurement results that decided the quantity, the amount of substance that they put inside the pills that we take. So as you see, this is very, very, very important. And what is this measurement activity? How can we model it? How can we describe it? Well, think of it. We do not measure just for the sake of measuring, as we see on these slides that is now on the screen. And if you think of it, measurement is a goal-oriented activity. And what is the ultimate goal? The ultimate goal is to use the measurement results as input elements in decision-making processes aimed at identifying the best actions needed to achieve established goals while satisfying given conditions. So, everything fine? Everything okay? We measure and then we make the decision how to pay for the food we bought, how to pay for the fuel we bought, how many medicine we have to take. Well, not really so fine. And why? Because as a matter of fact, every measurement result is wrong. Okay, don't think that this is that I'm just exaggerating a bit. They are wrong because they can be as accurate as we wish, but they will never be 100% accurate. So we will never be capable of obtaining the true value of the measurement, that is the quantity that we want to measure. You don't think so? Okay, let's make a very, very short and nice experiment. I have a measuring stick here, and there is a door there. So let's measure the width of this door. You may think that, oh, well, if everything and the accuracy is related to the accuracy of this measuring stick. Well, not enough. Of course, it is related to the accuracy of this measuring stick. And we will talk about this in one of the next videos that I'm going to record. But if you look at this measuring stick, we may think that in the range of about 1 meter, the accuracy is in, let's say, 2, and the uncertainty better is in, let's say, a couple of millimeters. And is this the uncertainty of the measurement. So let's try to measure. Now I put the measuring stick here, and I try to keep it stable, and what I measure here is 108 centimeters, 1 meter and 8 centimeters. Okay, what is the accuracy? Look at this. I have to keep this measuring stick horizontal, but if I'm not sure, and here I can't be sure about this, I can just move it a little bit downward or upward, and probably the difference is in the range of about 1 centimeter. Of course, I can do something better. I can go down. I can place the measuring stick on the floor and keep it there and measure it again. And of course, I measure again 108 centimeters. But what is the assumption that I have to make? The assumption that I have to make is that this floor is perfectly flat and horizontal, which is orthogonal to the door. Well, let me give you some information about this building. It has been built in the late 20s of the last centuries, and this door has always been the main entrance for the students that are entering into this lab, which is the didactic lab of electrical measurement of this department and this university, Politecnico di Milano University. So, and this floor is the original one. It has been restored and cleaned many times, but it's the original one. So can you imagine hundreds, if not thousands of feet that were walking there from that door? If the floor is perfectly flat, perfectly horizontal, it is not. So as you see from this very, very simple example, the final accuracy with which we can measure the width of this door is not the accuracy of the instrument. Even if you use a very good instrument, the context of measurement may affect the final result. So making a measurement is really much more than just using an instrument. And if we go and see the next slide, this new slide, you will see a possible model for the measurement activity, where you see that we need to identify our goals, we need to identify our conditions, we need to model the measurand, we need to model our measurement activity, and then we have the experimental processes, mainly in this case measuring and placing the measuring stick on the door, and then we need this decision. So what is the decision, and why accuracy and uncertainty can be important also in this case? Well, let's see the decision. If the decision is very simply, can I go through that door? Well, the difference between the width of the door and the diameter of my belly is so large that I can surely develop a belly as large as that of Sir John Falstaff, and I will go through that door without too many problems. But if my problem is, does one of these tables, which is pretty much as large as the door, go through that door? If I measure its width and it's about half a centimeter less than the width of the door that I measured there, maybe I will be in trouble. So I need uncertainty to understand if the decision that I'm making is good or not. A lot of problems. I will try to cover them in the next videos that I will record here in this lab. You can see the lab now. This is the didactic lab, as I told you before, here at the Politecnico. I will record these videos during my free time, so please be tolerant if they won't be very regularly posted. And I will try to cover some of the most important fundamental problems in metrology, and also here in the lab, so if we need to set up some quick and nice experiment, we can do it quite easily. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel so that you will get the notification when a new video is up. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. Ciao.